Okay, I turned off global hotkeys. That should make it less likely to accidentally cancel this run. Any ILPBs are unexpected at this point. I think we are, just looking at the timing, we are gonna have to let an ad run. I can't get through a run, or 2 runs in 1 ad break. We're definitely gonna get through 3 of them today. 3rd one, we'll try commentary. I just want one that's a little more serious than that. Now we gotta submit that again. For me. Okay, I turned off cursor capture. Why is it there? Maybe I turned it off for the wrong window. Take a look after this one. I turned off cursor capture. Yeah, there it was. Okay, good boy. Say hi. Wiggle. We'll see the ghost train here. It looks like it's going to be worse than that, but it's really just a couple of frames. Trying to adjust for it isn't really going to save you any time. Looks good. Yep, we don't have to do the top corner stall because he'll come out at the right time to do that. If we eat him higher, we do have to stall there. That's fine, this is fine. All fine. All fine. Nothing is ruined. Okay with the events that are currently unfolding. Okay, that was good. I just didn't stall long enough at the end. I could have done better. I could have had a sub 222 there if I had wiggled a little harder at the end. This game is so fast. It could go faster. Everything's fine. It's like a rhythm game. As long as everything is going right, it's just a flow. This game doesn't push the speed nearly as hard as it could. It's when things get in your way, and then it's when it goes from fast to bullet time slow down, and then back up. That's when things get difficult. Also, welcome back, Pete. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. It has in fact been a while. How we're doing is, I don't know if you saw, but this is in GDQ. So we've been derusting it really heavily. We've gotten 4 ILPBs during the derust. Well, 4, 5. Just got a fresh one today, but it's still on a stage I had already PB'd before. Right. Oh, alright. Run's over. Oh boy. One wrong turn. Just because I pushed the buffer a little too early. Let's see how much time that costs us. It's probably going to be a couple of seconds easy. I don't think it'll actually break the patterning, but we'll see. He's not supposed to alert that long, so see how bad it messes up the patterning, but it's silly season right there. But we gotta play no reset runs no matter how mad they make me. Marathon life is very, very different. Yeah, it's the Wednesday of GDQ, and I would imagine for you it's around noon. I don't know whether it's noon or 1. Somewhere in that range. Yeah, it's pretty early for me, but should be pretty comfortable over there. I'm gonna eat that entire ghost train because it was basically already in position. Alright, please. Nope. Nope. Alright, we're okay. Our biggest time loss was that wrong turn at the beginning. We said before Albuquerque, although the wrong turn at Albuquerque is definitely a different game I speedrun. I'm all the way down to 3rd place in that game. A couple of Eastern European runners really ground that one. I wouldn't even say they ground it down, they just did my strats, but executed them better. Doesn't surprise me. I know my limits, but I wouldn't even say I did the original routing on that game, although I definitely improved the routing on Crazy Castle, and there's a few things I figured out after my record that I don't think they've been incorporated, so I definitely could take that back. I just don't want to grind out resets at 50 stages in. Nah, I'm not saying I'm done with it, but I am saying that I'm not in a big hurry to try to grind that one down again. I keep submitting that to GDQ, and unsurprisingly, they keep not taking it. But I'm gonna keep doing it. And if they do accept it, then we will try to grind it down again. The real answer is it's an NES game, it's not super popular, and the real answer is it's 40 minutes long. If it were 15 minutes long, I could probably get it in. From a technical level, I think it's a very interesting speedrun, though. Yeah, I would say it's perfectly fine. It's what's reset heavy when you're going for PBs isn't the same thing as what's marathon safe. How much time are you gonna lose in Crazy Castle if you mess up a stage? And the answer is less than a minute. Because you go back to the beginning of the stage, there's no RNG, so you're just right in the same position you were. You don't really lose, you only lose one stage worth of progress, and the absolute longest stages are about a minute. So, I think it's plenty marathon safe. Just like this. Stuff's going terribly, like that last stage I made a terrible mistake and went completely the wrong direction, and it cost me 3 seconds. And that 3 seconds would have been an instant reset if I were going for PBs, because it's so early in the run. But in a marathon setting, you're like, well, I made a wrong turn, but, you know, it is what it is. Game is moving fast, it's really hard not to. I did say they could have pushed the speed faster if they wanted to. That doesn't mean it's not going fast. Okay, so that was a PB also, and that would have been a better PB if that ghost didn't show up right at the last second. So we got to add another stream marker here. Thanks for the GGs. This is the stage where I have the most time to save, I think. We would have had a 235 if he didn't show up at the last dang second. All right. That also means this run is now on PB pace. Do not expect it to stay on PB pace. That time on half is not something we're gonna get every time. So the main game has 8 levels. The full game has 12. The DLC, or I should say, the with DLC has 12. So there's 2 categories: no DLC, which is 8 stages, and with DLC, which is 12. And we've done 3. But Junction is one of the most variable ones. One of the least consistent ones. That's the phrasing I'm looking for. DLC is a dono incentive. So yeah, we'd be doing 8 unless we meet the dono, which I sure hope we meet the dono. Usually, those are set so that they get met. And also, there's going to be a tug-of-war bid war for the skin, so I do have to practice playing this on the other skins. It's something I need to go let them know what it's all going to look like. Well, I told them it could be a tug-of-war. It's up to them if it's a tug-of-war or not. The idea there is basically I can change how the skin looks between every stage, so we don't need to close the bidding after the first stage. But it also is going to take a little extra time every stage to ask the host if there's been any changes to the bid war. So they might not want to spend the time it would take to check in 11 or 12 different times for what skin we're using. Play it safe. Doing pretty good. But if they think it will drive more donations, they can leave it open. Okay, that one also had a really good chance of being a PB. It wasn't, but it had a good chance. Again, we just had one ghost show up at the end. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be talking with the host about it. I need to I need to talk with the games committee about it. They have a place for doing so, and that's what I need to actually post that and be like, how do you want to do it? They haven't made their decision, and like, they know they're not, this isn't their first rodeo. They know what the options are. But I'm gonna make a post and see if they wanna kind of get some clarity on it. Alright, let's see if we can keep the good vibes going. That was a really good spiral, and again, if we didn't have the roaming ghost wander in the way at the end there, followed immediately by the ghost eating a ghost out of the ghost train. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of random. It's not RNG, but it's just kind of like exactly where the ghost train is. Sometimes you slot in between the ghosts, sometimes you don't. If we had slotted between the ghosts, we would have been very close to a PB, even with the other 8. Don't. Jerk. Go somewhere else, please. Nope. Being a jerk. Each of these eats costs us like half a second. We don't need to eat him. We don't want to eat him. We want him to go somewhere else where we don't have to eat him. Being a jerk. Three. Probably get one here. Yeah, 4. Dip. Okay, we got ahead of that one at least. 4 eats, that's, you know, that's pretty normal. Not optimal. It's not gonna result in a PB. Probably. Oh, I could be surprised. Okay. I did a little stall on the wall there to try to get Blinky to go into the ghost train. He didn't, but he also didn't cut me off. Cut me off there. That's it. Doing really well in this one. is a good start. Let's not mess up Dungeon. Dungeon should be the most consistent stage in the entire run. I put the mouse cursor back on the screen. I'm sorry about that. Thought I turned that off. I apparently didn't. We will... I know there's an ad break coming up. I'm sorry about that. We're going to keep playing through the ad break because I'm going to strike while the iron is not through. We're playing really well. I'm also focused. We're not doing commentary right now. I do want to do a commentary run, but I don't want to do it while I'm focused. Alright, so we're gonna... Red's gonna troll us in the top left. Ah, this... It's like TGM1. It looks faster than it is. TGM3 I can't keep up with. TGM1 I can totally read chat and play. You wouldn't think so, but it's not as fast as it looks. You get into a rhythm. You also know where you have time to look. Did I get it? Okay, now what's he gonna do? Alright, he can work with that. Forward loop, please. Wait. Wasn't too greedy. Can't ask for any better than that. We've done better than that, but we can't ask for it. Alright, Champ 1. This is stage 1 of where this lead goes to die. Really, for PB attempts, I need to reorder the stages so the riskiest ones are first, because the order doesn't actually matter. Isn't a requirement. And I kind of have the riskiest stages last. Did not need to keep that ghost, but I thought they were going to be actively in my way there. Right, kind of messed that up, but we're trying to not spend the bombs here. I can't get more. We're trying to be very cautious about when we use them. That was kind of unavoidable though, and now we're gonna beat all. Got away without eating all of them at least. Because this is another high probability of a bomb screen, and it was guaranteed as soon as he turned up that path. Thought I messed that up, but we're okay. Thought I left that dot behind. I was getting prepared to go clean it up. Did not get in the way, so that's good. I wouldn't say I rerouted this screen, but I just implemented the world record route on this screen days ago. Come on, come on. That's where that slowdown throwing off your rhythm, that's where things get difficult. It's not the speed in the absolute sense, it's the rhythm. Alright, this usually goes pretty well though. We're mostly out of the woods. No. Okay, well, we have enough bombs. Okay, well that extra turn there just cost me a bunch of time. messed it up. So now, if we want a PB on the short game, we have to nail this, and we're not gonna. I think that 354 is pretty close to my seasonal best. A better highway, and we'd actually have a decent shot here. But what this says is it is possible, and I could definitely have a better champ 1. That was a pretty bad champ 1. Mostly the end. If I cost myself at least a couple of seconds. I missed a turn right at the end. Alright. This stage is actually extremely difficult. Despite no roaming ghosts, because this is where all the tech in the run happens. That little wiggle, which we need to set up the ghost train to move through here, so we can do that. It's magic. Not get the fast eat, and we have to wait for this roamer to show up. Oh, that's a bit of a time loss. Fast eat isn't required to get a good time on this. It obviously helps. There's a way to, if you do things just right, that top left corner can go a little bit faster. Because you can avoid the cooldown. That was good. Very, very, very good. Stopped eating a 5th ghost there. It really helps with the timing, because the 5th ghost is when the cooldown completely dissipates. Start moving a little too fast, actually. Well, we got another escapee. That's not what we want. Alright. We're gonna go the long way here. A little too close to me to get spicy. We are also absolutely not going to try the double bomb here. Don't have a bomb to spare, and don't get the timing down at all. Single frame trick. Actually not doing it in a run. Haven't even practiced it. Perfect. Nailed that timing. Sub 3 at that apple. Good pace, but we haven't even started the level yet. Oh, please. Alright, that's good. That's the hardest screen in the game, and we got it. I'm gonna play my normal route here. I'm not gonna try to mix it up. Alright, can we do anything here? Play this safe. I don't think I... Yeah, I messed it up. I messed it up. That killed it. That killed it. It's so frustrating. That was it. That was a PB. And I went a little... If I would have stalled in the corner just a little bit, the ghost train wouldn't have short-circuited, and I would have had the corner, and I kind of panicked. And what I needed to do was just do another lap, build up the distance. I still don't know if we would have PB'd in that case. What we can do here, the ad is coming up, and I resent that, but it is what it is. What we can do here is we can still probably PB this. Oh, that would have been a PB. We had it. We had it and we lost it. Alright, well, we I was gonna say we can still PB the full game, or be with DLC, but I just lost time there because it did not. My joystick just flat out dropped an input, so I had to go the long way because I didn't turn fast enough to do what I needed to do. Hasn't done one all day. We're not dead to get a full game PB, but we are going to lose time on mounting. Frustrated that not only did I just mess up one PB, then the controller dropping an input is going to cost me. I have a very real shot at still PBing the DLC. Those DLC times are not good. But we're making it harder on ourselves. Or not even. I didn't do it. Controller dropped an input. I have parts on order, they aren't coming in until next week though. I've had these controllers for like a decade and never done any maintenance on them, so definitely do. $46.26. Considering what I just went through there, yeah, but we could save 5 seconds on this stage real easy. We could save 5 on each of the next two without too much trouble either. This stage can also go completely off the rails. Please do the right thing. Okay, thank you. That ghost train sometimes goes a different direction, and that's disastrous. Gotta go and grab some lunch. Enjoy. Hop back in a bit. I mean, it's about the halfway point when the ad rolls, so I'll try to do 2 more runs. I don't stream that long these days. Enjoy your lunch. It was good to see you, whether you make it back or not. That's okay. We can work with that. That corner... This screen in specific is the worst screen on this entire stage. Things definitely can still absolutely go wrong after that screen, but that is the worst screen. Please turn. No. It's the safest thing to do is to grab that power pill. That's a good time. See, we made up almost all of that. All the last 2 stages worth of time loss. We shouldn't have had to, but we... I'm, again, sorry about playing through the ad. Alright. First screen's good. Alright, so rerouted that pretty recently. Works really well. Looking good, looking good. A little slow down there, but it's gonna cause a real problem. That part wasn't as clean, like I got too cute there, and it absolutely cost me. I'm gonna play it safe up here. That keeping Power Pill State alive makes it less likely that one of these ghosts is going to alert to me from behind, or from in front. We want them to alert from behind, because in front they can fall us to death. You know, as bad as that beginning went because I got too cute, this part is flowing very nicely. Barely any cross-traffic. Oh, okay. I spoke a little soon, but still very good, all things considered. This screen's a mess, so... Alright. Tolerate that much. Okay, really good. Come on. Alright, we're completely off the rails. Come on, control. Still somehow, that's going to get us in the green. That was bad, but it's going to get us in the green. And last time we played Highway, we PB'd it. Welcome back from the ad, by the way. I'm sorry for playing through it, but this game is... If we were just doing the non-DLC levels, it would slot really nicely 2 in and an ad. But with the DLC, we're probably only going to get one more run in today. But it's really reassuring that, you know, this is a flaming disaster of a PB chance. And you might kind of wonder about that language, but what I mean by that is we can PB much better. It's there, it's waiting for us. It's waiting right there, we just have to do it. Don't get cute. Cute here can be very expensive. Sometimes you can get away with it, but I did not see that opportunity. Oh, get it. I'll do a little wait there, because oh boy was the cross-traffic bad. Really improve my consistency on this stage with these few little adjustments to the routing there. They really do a pretty good job of getting... I'm just gonna try to get the ghosts out of the way. Got one more bomb. Not gonna PB this time, but 646, we're gonna have a pretty solid PB on all DLC, which really just shows how much time we had to save there. Alright, so I need to get a screenshot of this, because we're going to mess with these times real quick. Thank you for bearing with me while we need to add a stream marker. This is our third PB of the day.